Welcome to the Business Buyer Diaries. My name is Nathan Platter. I'm a full-time employee, and I bought a business. I did everything right, from finding the deal, handling all the due diligence on 63 opportunities, and ultimately bought a profitable gym. And boy, was I in for a big surprise as a new owner. I chronicled everything in real time, including the biggest wins to the stressful nights at 2 a.m. I'm sharing my journey without sugarcoating anything, so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. Here's today's episode.
Happy Monday. Well, today was the team meeting and the weekly check-in. We went about an hour and a half, hour 40, and it was good. It was valuable to do some sales practice training, some strategy for the next wave of promotions and how we advocate for our members. One area that we're going to be doing is we're offering a free month of membership to all members who refer friends, family, coworker, someone to do a 10-week challenge. And we want to do that because we want to acknowledge our members that really do a lot and go above and beyond and that are engaged with our system. That's something that I also heard on the tail end of our meeting too, that a couple members are wondering like why I'm not in the studio as much as the former owner was, why I'm making decisions the way that I am. And it's not because of lack of personality, lack of care, lack of other things. I think they're just used to a very hands-on, always present owner. And I'm not that. I have a lot of other commitments and things outside of the one studio. And over time, my in-person presence is going to be less and less possible. And so figuring out ways to be engaged, show care for the members is going to be important. And figuring out ways to do that is going to take some practice. So acknowledging like the folks that clean the studio, that's going to be one thing. Even on my way out the door today to head back home for some engagements, a member that I've never like met in person is like texting me. I don't know how she got my phone number, but like, hey Nathan, my name is so-and-so. Can I get a special deal that is reserved for new members to the studio? I really like the pricing and I really like to take advantage of that. It's like, okay, well, I own this one studio right now and I have other commitments. Over time, I'm going to have additional commitments and I'm not going to be in the weeds on the day-to-day for this. And so it's becoming important to figure out boundaries. How am I available? Where am I available? And what does this look like? It's just going to take some practice because I haven't had to put up rigid boundaries before in jobs. Like if you're at work and your boss texts you, that's weird. Like you communicate on work channels. And so now I think members with that hands-on former owner, members are used to being able to reach the owner on a personal communication channel and not like the business channel. And so I'll probably how I respond to the business channel because this is a business and I just happen to be the owner right now. And folks are used to that personal touch that is not me. And it's not because I don't want that. It's because I don't have the scalability, the ability to scale to the same level if there's 2 clubs, 5 clubs, 10 clubs. And so I need to know how to do this well the first time, so I'm not having to backpedal down the road. What else? We're currently on pace for like 25 signups for the 10-week challenge. We're pacing to hit about 50 to 55 for the 10-week session. And the goal is 80. 80 is the big target. And just today, our ads scaled up to about $100 a day. Really, they should be doing about $500 a day. And so getting that back up is going to be important. So when we talk to the agency tomorrow, it's kind of like, hey, no, we're testing, no, we're still growing. This is my goal on where we will be. So getting their confirmation, getting their buy-in, that's going to be very important. And yeah, the staff are doing great. They're plugged into what we're doing. They know what the marching orders are for the next couple of days. And going forward, like we're a business, we're doing awesome things. I've started to talk a little bit with meal prep companies. I got one referral and then shared with my team, and that's something I'm shopping around, looking around to do for our members that want this. I don't want to add on a whole lot of work to my team. I just want them to say like, hey, and I don't know if these numbers are real, so I'm just making them up. Like for members that need like 30 meals a month, all right, that's 30 meals. That's going to cost just making it up, $500. $500 retail for 30 meals. We'll buy it for $8 a meal. And now if a member signs up for like, hey, send me my prepped meals for the week. Here's my address, here's my credit card, do it for me. Then my team as the studio can go to our wholesale partner and buy the meal kit and type in the member's address, and now the member is instantly getting prepped meals. I've heard of that, and it's called a white label service whenever you basically pay a wholesale company to do it. So whether it be like you buy like promotional things for your party, or for your business, and like you don't want to do the branding or the manufacturing of the product, but you just want to slap your label on it and then be the customer service side of it, it's called a white label product. And so being able to do that for meals, different vendor relations, so that for our members that need access to, I'm making up examples, a home workout system, meal prep, any equipment or services they may need, there's going to be, we're the contact source for that. And so when my manager said, hey, my friend actually does that, I said, oh, okay. Tell me about your friend. And the guy's like, well, it's dirt cheap. It's cheaper than anything else you'll find. I'm like, okay, and he told me the pricing. Like, there's no way. Like, that's cheaper than eating out. He's like, yeah, I know. And it's good stuff. It is meal prep stuff for like 4 years. It is amazing. So, okay, well, let's talk to this friend. So just putting stuff out there when you want to take on an initiative, like merchandising, home equipment systems, meal prep kits. These are things that you need to share with your team that are on your radar because they may know of someone or they may be able to help you get to where you're going. So that's something that I'm learning how to do better at, casting the vision, reminding people where we're going, and letting them help me get us there. And that's where we're at. So, learning and growing every day, trying to figure out how to do this well. Time availability is over time going to get stretched thinner and thinner, and that's kind of tough to stomach. But I'm meeting with someone tomorrow as well about a VA service where you could essentially, they do a whole ton of VA stuff, but essentially you offload a bunch of work and then they do the small detail side of things of finding if you need someone to like engineer this podcast, be a project manager, a software migrator, a sales follow-up person, a member reach out specialist, just anything that's needed for the business. You basically outsource at a fixed cost to like a flat rate cost, and they go mix and match the VAs to get the work done. Because right now my life is getting busier and busier with the full-time role. One studio, having talks with banks for a second studio. Members are asking me about one-off buddy deals, and that's just a one-instance thing. I don't want to act like it's a big deal, but it's just small time distractions that you don't have time to be distracted for. So that's where we're going, looking to figure out who I can partner with to get the same things done, but are not costing my time and energy bandwidth, because there's not an unlimited amount, there's a finite amount. And so when there are financial resources available, where can I outsource these things if they're important enough to do? If it's not valuable to do, then it's not worth doing. But if it is important, like right now, I have 3 killer individuals that want to do video testimonials, but I don't have the camera equipment, I don't have the video editing, I don't have 100 things. But if I have a service that can do it for me and that can capture that value and they cost a fraction of the value, then yes, it's absolutely worth outsourcing because I can't do it all. Glad to be partnering, glad to be making these connections, figuring out how to make the business grow on its own and work with the team along the way. And yeah, we're rocking and rolling. Speaking of which, let's go get it. Let's rock and roll.
This has been another episode of the Business Buyer Diaries. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. I hope you're realizing that business ownership is no cakewalk. Check the podcast notes for a link to the DIY due diligence program, the complete list of show sponsors, and for media inquiries. Music written and composed by Wes Schrock. I'm your host, Nathan Platter. Join me again on the next one.